Hello there and welcome back to another edition of the Hot Lap Classic Remastered. Today we're taking a look at a certified Gran Turismo Classic. This is the 1997 Dodge concept car, aka the Copperhead, which does get its correct name in the GT2 Plus mod. This is a car that was very instrumental in the first two Gran Turismos. The first ever concept car to be featured in a GT game, and of course you got this as a prize for all gold on the first license in GT1 and all gold on the second license in GT2. And this was a car a lot of people factored in when they were playing through the early part of the game, because it's actually quite quick. So we'll see how quick it is around this track. Admittedly, statistically, not massively impressive. Front engine rear wheel drive, 358 horsepower, 901 kilos. It is very light. This is powered by a 2.7 litre V6, I believe, from like a humdrum saloon car. Think of this as like a Plymouth Prowler, except it doesn't have the 4-speed automatic, and it makes less power, but probably was better. I don't know why they didn't build this. This was sort of the idea of this car is it's supposed to be like a mini Viper. It's a little bit weird looking, but yeah, unfortunately never quite came out. And then Dodge would release some sports cars, and they were absolute dross when they're not the Viper. Anyways, let's see how it gets along with 6 laps of the Motorsports Land track. It's going to get those 6 laps at the best time it possibly can. Current leader is the TVL Cerberus LM Edition, 28.620, the Copperhead or slash concept car. Unlikely to beat that. The concept car slash Copperhead, I don't really know. Fair Lady 31.6, Nissan Savannah RX-7 convertible 31.083. The Supra we had out last time, although that, admittedly that was far more powerful than this, 31.001. It depends how controllable this is. I will say this is, for something that only has 356 horsepower in a straight line, this is phenomenally quick. I don't know if it's the lightweight or, you know, Gran Turismo saying how much better concept cars are than actual cars, but yeah, this is phenomenally quick. Obviously GT1 is sort of where this car had its main source of usefulness. I remember using this in my original GT1 LP. I'll say original GT1 LP just in case I do another one, so this video is never out of date. Yeah, I remember actually, I think this was the first car I ever got, the first time I ever like passed the gold license, like without even really trying. I think there was one test on Deep Forest in the CRX where I like had to really try and focus, but other than that, yeah, it was like the first gold license I've ever got like without pushing it or trying it, apart from like GT6, but yeah, GT6 is GT6. We all know how easy that game is. So I guess I have a little bit of attachment to it, and it was useful for passing the front engine rear wheel drive cup. I think I used this in. Ooh. Or the lightweight car cup, I can't remember. It's used in one of those. Technically you could use it for both, but you know me, when it comes to Let's Plays, I try to use something that's a little bit... Well, I try not to use the same car over and over again, because I think it gets a little bit boring for viewers. I think if you're doing a casual playthrough though, definitely. I think like the second to last time I played through GT2, I've played through GT2 twice recently. Once for obviously the mod in preparation for doing the Hot Lap Classic Remastered, and once just randomly on the PlayStation Classic I've got it for. And I was around with my girlfriends, and yeah, I played through GT2, and I think I used about as little cars as possible for that. It was basically a case of abuse the fact that the events just let you sort of drive anything in them. I got a kick of oversteer there, that sort of ruined that lap. But yeah, it was sort of a case of just drive whatever's there, and yeah, it was quite fun. That was a quick lap time, actually, for the concept car. I'm impressed with that. I think it may have been able to go quicker. Maybe, but I think there's like 0.2 in there, but that's a really, really nice driving car. The one thing I'm really impressed with when I'm driving that is how speedy it was. Like, through the speed traps, like 140 kilometers an hour. That's like not that's nothing to be sniffed of. As you can see, oh sorry, 130. That's still really impressive for a standard sort of sports car. Lap time's a bit all over the place. Yeah, there's definitely some time. I think that last lap, if I pulled that off, that would have been quicker. But even still, that's impressive. It goes into quite a tight-knit group as well. A 30 point... Oh, God, don't do that. 30.841, was it? I completely forget. 30.841. That will put it in to 24th place. It is quicker than the Toyota Supra. It now becomes the quickest front-engine rear-wheel drive car that we've had. That's not race modded, which is, again, an interesting group like it was with the Supra. Yeah, not bad. Good time. Good time. Beats the Roof CR4. There's not a lot that's like massively compared to this CLK 200. It's very quick for a naturally aspirated car. We usually find NA tuning means these cars aren't particularly quick, but no, that's very impressive indeed. So yeah, maybe you should consider the concept car for your garage. Of course, passing the license tests in GT2 is a little bit more difficult than it was in GT1, but still, definitely worth a look. Anyways, that's it for this episode of the Hot Lap Classic Remastered. Do hope you've enjoyed. Join me next time when I will be driving something completely different. Until then, farewell.